One of the top-selling Cadillac models, the SRX, is being recalled due to issues with a front passenger airbag. The recall affects over 50,000 vehicles. GM insists it's only a software problem. Time to let the Willis watchdogs out. Larry Winget is the author of Shut Up, Stop Whining, and Get a Life. Imogen Lloyd-Webber is a political strategist, and Paul Westcott is the host of White House Brief. Imogen, let's start with you. What do you think about this caddy?
Well, I'm not a huge expert. From what I'm understanding on this, this isn't like General Motors last year where 1.3 million vehicles were recalled because of a steering problem. This is actually an airbag not matching with a manual. So maybe this is red tape gone wrong. All they needed to replace was a manual. Actually recalling all the vehicles, strictly necessary? I'm not so sure.
Well, Imogen, that sounded smart. Paul, what do you say?
Well, that sounds right. I mean, it is government motors after all, so they have to play by the book every single time. I mean, you know, it's too bad for GM. You know, based on the numbers are starting to come back a little bit, but at the same time, they've had some problems with some of their other vehicles. The Cadillac is the one that seems to be performing extraordinarily well. So to have this recall, that's pretty painful.
Doesn't help them.
Does
Larry,
not help.
What do you say? Do you have a caddy in your garage?
You know, I don't, but I sure think this is a dumb story. I'm not
Thanks a lot,
wanting
Larry.
to take that.
We spent all day picking it out.
It's just a typically dumb response to a simple problem.
Yeah.
What's just been pointed out was that it's not a problem with how the airbags function, and it's not about the cars not being safe. It's that they don't match what the manual says. What's our response? Recall 50,000 cars instead of printing 50,000 new manuals or just one sheet to go in the manual. But that's how we would fix something that the government was involved in. It's got to involve too many people, cost too much money, and inconvenience 50,000 car owners.
Well said. Or just put it on the internet, for the love of God, right? Okay. Well, it's official. Americans are the funniest people in the world. A poll by Badoo.com asked 30,000 people across 15 countries who's the funniest. The Spanish came in second. The Italians came in third. And dead last, Germany. Larry, what do you make of it?
You know, I just think it's great we're #1 at anything. So the fact that we rank #1 in sense of humor is fine. I think it's kind of sad that we rank so low in terms of being smart, in terms of being fiscally responsible, and height, weight, proportionate. But I guess because of our great sense of humor, we probably think that's funny.
Imogen, what do you say?
I am not finding this survey funny in the slightest. Okay, I accept America is #1. You came up with Friends, you had Woody Allen, Tina Fey doing Sarah Palin. Genius. Britain is #7. Now, I'm sorry, France, Spain, Italy, did they come up with Monty Python? No. Did they come up with The Office? No. Have they ever come up with a worldwide comedy hit? No. So why on earth am I 7th? Don't get it. Very upset.
I would have voted for Canada. Paul?
Oh, I would have voted for the United States. Hell yeah. I mean, I just showed my fiance for the first time Caddyshack, okay, which is by far one of the greatest movies ever made. So I watched that, and I'm like, that is why we're #1 at this. You know what? I'm glad we're #1, and I can't imagine, though, that Germany should be shocked at all about this. I mean, Germany, could you imagine a joke? You know, that just does not work with the accents. So I think the rankings were right here. Sorry, Imogen.
All right. Okay.
I mean, Benny Hill, sorry.
This story I've been waiting for all day. This is unbelievable. A computer technician has been spying on women through their computers. Trevor Harwell was able to make pop-ups appear on computers saying, put laptop near hot steam to clean internal sensor. Now, women were bringing these laptops into the bathroom when they showered, at which point Harwell would take naked pictures of them. Paul?
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I got to kind of blame it on the women a little bit here. Now, listen, the guy is a horrible human being, but at the same time, you have to bring your computer near steam. That makes sense to you. You want to bring your computer into... No, please. I mean, come on. You got to see warnings like that and realize that you shouldn't be putting your computer underwater no matter what it says. So, come on.
Imogen, isn't this what they call blaming the victim?
No, on some levels, I mean, this is obviously appalling. However, this technician obviously targeted complete and utter technophobes. Because quite frankly, we all know that water and computers don't mix. It's ridiculous. I mean, who takes a computer into the shower with them? Madness. Absolute madness.
All right. Larry?
Well, I don't think he targeted technophobes. I think he targeted absolutely stupid people. I mean, if a guy, he's a pervert, okay, fine, but if somebody tells you to take your computer into the shower and turn the camera on? Come on, you might be embarrassed for showing your naughty bits, but you ought to be embarrassed for just showing to everybody how stupid you really are. Be smarter than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, Larry, Image, and Paul, thanks so much for helping us out tonight, even though some of the stories, maybe they weren't the best picks. Thank you very much. All right, divorces are ugly. Who gets the house? Who gets the car? Who gets the kids? All issues that are front and center in any case. But what about who pays for college? Why that question should be addressed as we cover your assets.
Don't forget to